Go.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Good afternoon. It's Robert and Julia Miller with Sea Days with another exciting cruise update.
Update.
What number are we on?
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
We're making slow progress for these, but
We're veterans.
too funny.
All right, you got a joke for us?
I do. So, whoever said money can't buy happiness hasn't been on a Disney cruise.
There you go. That's right. Yeah. At this point, I would say any cruise.
True.
Disney for sure.
All right. Well, as always, we'll bring you a little bit of cruise history. It took us a little while to find a good source for this, but I have found one. So,
Excellent.
Kind of excited about that. Today in history is Cunard's RMS Lusitania was launched at the John Brown & Co. shipyard in Clydebank, Scotland. So it's their 115th anniversary.
June 7th, 1906.
June 7th, 1906, yes. Memorial Day marks, well, it's actually June 1st. Thank you for highlighting it. 1936, RMS Queen Mary arrived in New York for the first time at the completion of her maiden voyage across the North Atlantic. So that's good stuff. Let's see here. 1941, the U.S. Navy takes possession of the United States Lines SS America and immediately begins transforming the liner into a troop ship.
So I wonder how that worked when the war was over and getting them, back to cruising, or did they just leave them as a military?
I think there's a lot of outfitting they have to do, so I'm guessing they just left.
Once that was done, they were permanently a
think
troop
so.
ship. Interesting.
Don't you think so?
Probably right.
Probably, okay.
Yeah.
It's a troop ship. I had to look just to make sure. A ship or aircraft for carrying troops. So
Makes
I
sense.
would think that, yeah, they gotta strip it down pretty bare. Yeah. 1906, the RMS Adriatic becomes the first White Star ship to depart from Southampton. And that dock is still in use today.
Amazing. They must have built that one right.
They must have. So that's your Today in History or This Week in History update.
Okay.
Cruise news.
Moving on to cruise news.
Cruise news, yeah. Well, Florida welcomed 2 new ships.
Yay!
So the Mardi Gras, of course, Carnival Mardi Gras, and then Royal Caribbean's Odysseys of the Seas.
That was fun to watch.
It was really fun.
Carnival Mardi Gras come in.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of people out there greeting it.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. A lot
Yep.
of excitement and yeah.
A lot of business owners, small business owners, ready to take some.
Yeah, they were interviewing some of the business
Yep,
owners, and
they
they
wanted
were
to.
happy about it
Yep.
for sure.
All right, so Norwegian Cruise Line announces additional sailings from the United States for this summer and fall. They have a new itinerary lineup, including ships home porting to New York, Los Angeles, woohoo!
Yay!
That's our home port. Port Canaveral, as well as Miami. These voyages will include port stops at destinations in Bermuda, Mexican Riviera, yay! Bahamas, and across the Caribbean.
You know, as we've been torturously slow, to me, creeping to the restart, it's kind of hit home. We're at June 7th, and we're going to be cruising next month.
Yes.
I mean, we are. It's
well,
getting,
the end of this month, actually.
That's right. They've crept a few up into
There's
the
a
end of
few.
this month, so it's getting real.
Yeah,
it's finally getting real.
Happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why watching this news is very interesting and very just seeing how it all develops.
Right.
Yeah. So Let's see. So Norwegian does have a new ship as well, Norwegian Encore. It will replace the Norwegian Bliss for Alaska cruises. The Encore will home port in Seattle for the summer so that they can service Alaska, calling on Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, Icy Point, Endicott Arm, Dawes Glacier, Glacier Bay. So the other ships that will be cruising for Norwegian are the Norwegian Gem, doing 7-day itineraries in the Caribbean beginning in mid-August. 4 days voyages for the Bahamas in November. Norwegian Breakaway will sail to Bermuda starting in September 26th from New York. Norwegian Bliss will sail in the Mexican Riviera. Yay!
October 24th.
Right. October 24th from Los Angeles. Norwegian Escape will sail the Caribbean itineraries from Port Canaveral starting November 13th.
A lot of November starts.
Yeah. That's because they're going to be up in Alaska during the summer.
And then they'll wrap it up, and then, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. They have to wait for the hurricane season to be over down in the Caribbean and Bermuda.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. All right, so Carnival Cruise Line announces July restart. We've been waiting for Carnival to pipe in, and Princess,
finally.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a Carnival cruise scheduled for November, so we know, pretty certain that it's going to happen.
We haven't heard anything from Princess yet. I'm waiting any day to hear something. Can't wait.
Yeah, all their stuff is late in the year, like November, December.
At this point.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping they pull some stuff forward. But we'll see.
Yeah, we were just on the ship tracker, and it looks like they've got a lot of ships off the coast of LA, so they're just waiting. Hopefully getting crew vaccinated and all those things that they're going to need to do for the restart. So.
Right.
Anyway, Carnival Cruise Line plans to restart from Port of Galveston July 3rd, Carnival Vista, and then adding Carnival Breeze on July 15th. They'll work with the state of Florida, of course, and CDC for the Carnival Horizon.
Got to match them up. You got to get in. I guess the way around it is they're going to do test cruises, right?
Yeah.
To meet the CDC.
I have to assume so, too.
And then since they're doing test cruising, they won't be required to require vaccination, so that will satisfy the state of Florida.
Right.
Everybody's happy.
I think that's the way it's going to go down.
We can finally start cruising again.
I think that's the way it's going to go down, yeah.
Okay.
So, Carnival Horizon, we had a very dear friend that we ended up having dinner with.
Thank goodness we had dinner with them.
She was planning on going on Carnival Horizon. She thought her cruise was going to leave in a week.
Yeah, she told, I'm going on a cruise next week.
Robert and I are sitting there looking at each other like, you're not. Didn't want to be rude. She's a longtime friend, and we were kind of excited too. We're like, really?
Really? Is something going on that we don't know about?
Did we miss something?
Unfortunately, we came home, researched it for her real quick, and had to break the news.
Yeah, we're like, you better check.
Better call.
Log
and
in,
sure enough,
check.
It had been canceled. But the good news was she still had friends there.
Yes.
So instead of a cruise, she still got to go and visit Miami and
go to Miami,
visit her friends. So it all ends well.
It all ends well. Yes, Carnival Cruise Line, Christine Duffy acknowledged both Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Texas Governor Gret Barrett, for their strong support for the return to cruising, as well as making vaccinations available to the crew and other personnel. Definitely further recognized local officials such as Miami-Dade Mayor and Galveston Mayor and Port Galveston leaders for their assistance in the return to cruising. So, yeah. All right, on to Royal Caribbean. 6 ships to sail this summer.
Nice.
Yay, Royal Caribbean.
Bring them on.
Bring on. So they're going to do the Freedom of the Seas. Its comeback will kick off July 2nd.
That's pretty soon.
Yes, it is. Yep, sailing July 4th weekend. It will sail to the line's private Perfect Day at Coco Cay. By the end of August, all 12 of Royal Caribbean's fleet will go officially cruising in the Bahamas, Caribbean, Alaska, as well as Europe. So I'm not going to go into all 12 ships. I'll just highlight 3. Freedom of the Seas, which we talked about. Their newest ship, I believe it is. Well, no, not their newest ship, but one of the larger class ships.
Okay.
3 and 4 night Bahamas and Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Sailings from Miami starting July 2nd. Then Odyssey of the Seas, 6 to 8 Southern and Western Caribbean cruises from Fort Lauderdale starting July 3rd. And then, of course, that first sailing will mark the debut. So then Serenade of the Seas is doing 7-night Alaska sailings from Seattle starting July 19th.
To Alaska.
Alaska. Yep.
Excellent.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, Royal Caribbean will also make its return to Europe as Harmony of the Seas returns August 7th for 7-night itineraries to the Western Mediterranean. So that's good news there too. I didn't have any news originally for MSC, but as I was closing things up to gather all the information.
Hot off the press.
Off the press.
The ink's still wet on that one. Yeah.
MSC Cruises resumes for the United States ports starting this summer.
Excellent.
And that comes on the tail of the CDC approval of their simulation cruises.
Okay.
On the Meraviglia, or something like that.
Yeah, Meraviglia.
Meraviglia.
Yeah, that's right.
July 17th. So they will begin 3 and 4 night cruises from Miami in August, with 7-night cruises beginning September 18th. Let's see, the July cruises probably go to the Caribbean, I'm assuming.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The MSC Divina will begin 3, 4, and 7-night cruises from Port Canaveral on September 16th. Cruises will be available for booking starting Wednesday the 16th, so get on there.
Next week.
So that is them. They also have a new ship coming, which is the World Europa, which is one of the big LNG powered vessels. So it's their line's first ship to be powered by that liquid natural gas.
Nice.
Liquefied natural gas.
Isn't the Mardi Gras an LNG ship?
It is, yeah. It
For
sure
Carnival.
is. For
Yeah.
Carnival, yep. So the Europa is 1,093 feet long, 22 decks high.
Wow.
That's
Even
high.
if you take out deck, what's their unlucky
17
number?
is their unlucky
it's
number.
still 21
Yeah.
decks. Holy mackerel.
With 430,556 square feet of public space. Public space.
That's a lot.
It is the largest ship, or will be the largest ship in their fleet. So
Excellent.
that is that. And then let's see here. We wanted to go over our cruise that we have scheduled, our Alaska cruise. We've been promising to go over our Alaska cruise and all the saga of it a little bit. I mean, it wasn't too bad. We haven't been through as much on this one as we have with the Carnival one. 'Cause the Carnival one was canceled twice. This one's only been canceled once, I believe.
But
Yeah.
it got rescheduled a full year later.
Right. So yeah, it is currently scheduled for May 2022 with Princess. We were originally scheduled on the Star Princess, which is now moved to the Grand Princess. 10-day cruise inside cabin, starting in Anchorage, and you do the 3 days of the land tour, and then you do the 7-day cruise.
let's see, the lodges, the two lodges are McKinley and, Denali and Mount McKinley. Yeah.
And you do some bus riding, you do some train riding. It's just the best of all the worlds, I think. So, and we visited Alaska for the first time in 2019 and fell in love for sure. So
We have a port side cabin, balcony cabin for that. So
Yep.
the cruise down the coast should be very
They did
scenic.
move our cabin when they moved ships, changed ships on us.
They didn't change sides.
But we made sure, we were still on the same side. The original cost was $5,449.88. My writing got a little scratchy there, but 88 cents originally. That's for a mid-forward cabin. It was one of the packages that included beverages, Wi-Fi, gratuities, all included. Now, of course, and we booked it early 2020. Yeah. By August 2020, we received an email from Princess directly saying, hey, if you go ahead and pay for it now, we'll discount it by 10%. That was huge.
The rebook cruise.
Well, it was rebooked in February.
Oh, right. So this was the rebook. They offered us that deal.
Yeah.
So we took it.
Yep,
for
we
sure.
took it.
10% off. That reduced it considerably.
So then now we're on the Grand Princess for 2022. And yeah, I mean, we couldn't be any happier, really.
Looking forward to our second Alaska
Can't imagine it being
trip.
canceled.
Yeah. It's one of our best cruises
Can't
ever.
imagine. Yeah. So that is that. That's travel plans. We do have something before then, of course, on the books for August this year. We're going
that's right.
to North Carolina, renting a beach house with our two adult daughters. Two of our
the Outer
daughters.
Banks.
Yeah.
Renting a beach house.
Yep. Hang out with the grandkids on the beach all week and just soak it up.
That'll be a ball.
It'll be a blast for sure. Yeah. So, and that's, we always go right off of Nag's Head. I think it's north of Nag's Head. So really super fun. Outer Banks. It's just beautiful. If you've never been to North Carolina, definitely go. And we've gone in August before. I think it was mid-August 2018, I believe.
Sounds right.
And we were able to avoid hurricanes. It was rainy once or twice, but not bad.
It had rained heavy before we got there because there was standing water, like wheel deep standing water, but the rest, the next morning it was clear and it was nice the whole week.
Yeah,
so.
we flew into Norfolk, Virginia, and got a rental car. Thank God it wasn't a car, like a compact car or something.
That's right. It was
a minivan.
Yeah.
So it had a little bit higher wheelbase or, higher clearance. Because, Google Maps had no idea it was heading us into a flooded street.
We arrived in the middle of the night, so we couldn't see anything. If it had been the next day or there had been any sunlight at all, I would have seen. All I had to do was go up another block and I could have avoided the water.
Yep, it was just where the water had
that one street was
that
just
street,
low.
Yeah, and they had a couple streets like that in this little neighborhood that you end up in. And
looking forward to it.
Fun adventures. Yep. Well, have a good week. And have anything else? Oh, you had some cruise deals to go over with us.
I got a couple, not too many. Just the Holland America is still advertising their Have It All.
Have it all.
It's actually Have It All at 50%, but still.
Have most of it.
Have it all for 50%
Excursions, drinks, specialty dining, and Wi-Fi.
That's right. A couple pricing. There's also a Mediterranean that they're advertising with the same deal. Alaska, $1,079 starting fare. And Mediterranean $11.99 starting fare. So Holland America getting busy. I just did a quick search on Alaska, since that's going to be the
hot ticket.
The hot ticket and one of the first ones opening up. So you got a 14-night on Princess Cruises. This one happens 14-night voyage. Now this is actually May 11th of next year.
Oh, next year. Okay.
But still $13.39, less than $100 a day.
And that's round trip.
Yeah,
so.
round trip.
Yeah, 14-night. Wow, I love it.
Vancouver round trip.
Yeah.
And then these are all 2022, but some good prices. $589, which is $84 a night on Celebrity Cruises. This is the Celebrity Millennium. That's in May as well of next year. 7-night Alaska Glacier, Vancouver to Seattle, $429, $61 a night. Wow, smoking deal.
Quantum of the Seas, that's a big
Quantum
ship
of the
too.
Sea, if you book early. Disney Cruises, 7-night adventure to Alaska, Vancouver round trip, September 12th of 2022, $14.21.
Price jumps significantly.
Yeah, but it's Disney. You would expect that with Disney. So, so a few deals out there if you want to go ahead and get Alaska booked for next year, 2022.
And where are you looking at these deals at?
This is on cruiseline.com.
Cruiseline.com. That's actually where I got the majority of my news from as well.
Yeah.
Cruiseline.com. They're also partner with Shipmate. You can set an alert on Shipmate. You can set an alert on cruiseline.com to alert you of, where you want to go.
Right.
I want to go to the Mexican Riviera soon.
I'll try to do a little more research on cruises that are going on this year, so the information's a little more relevant, not just great deals, but if you want to cruise this year, what's it going to cost you? So.
Okay. Excellent. Well, that's all we have for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody have a blessed week, and we'll see you again next week.
Yep.
Take care.
In the meantime, keep dreaming of sea days.
That's right. Keep dreaming of sea days.
On this episode, we're cruise shopping.
Always a good thing. Ooh. You look adorable, by the way.
Thank you.
I love that top on you.
I love that color on you.
Thank you.